The first visualization we're going to create is a bar chart, which we can build by adding another component to our component list and setting the type to box. Using the data property, we can tell Picasso what data we would like to use to determine where and how the box should appear. To do this, we add an extract property. Inside this, we need to specify which field should be used for creating the boxes. This acts as a dimensional value and will give us one box for each value in that field. To configure the size of the boxes, we need another property called props and specify the start and end parameters. In this example, we'll set all bars to start at 0 and use one of the fields in the dataset as the endpoint. For these data points to be drawn correctly, we need to tell the component which scales to use, which is done by adding a settings property to it and mapping the major and minor properties to the appropriate scale. On the box component, the major scale will be used in conjunction with the field provided to determine the width and position of each box. The minor scale is used with the start and end values to set the height and position of each box, ultimately giving us a bar chart. There are lots of ways to customize the box component. For a full list of options for this and all other components, we recommend you take a look at the documentation on the Picasso.js.com website. As an example, we'll add some space between each bar by adding another property to the X scale. That property is padding, and the value provided represents how much of the space allocated to each bar should be used as padding. For example, if we want to add padding of 10%, we can specify a value of 0.1. And finally, if we wanted to change the color of the bars, we can add a box property to the component settings, and within it configure the fill property, providing a color in the same way as we would to a CSS property. Next, we'll convert our visualization into a combo chart, but first, it's time to build some boxes. You can stay up to date with all of our content by subscribing to our YouTube channel or following us on social media. If you'd like to see more from this course, then head over to websy.academy, where you'll find our full set of training courses complete with hands-on activities and much more.